Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Raynday Gaming. Did y'all miss me? You like the new camera? Check it out, baby. It's the Canon EOS 80D. I've had this camera since Christmas, but I haven't used it very often. But I wanted to try it on a couple videos and see how you guys like it. Let me know what you think. This is definitely what you want to work up to as a content creator. So I put the link in the description below and in the comments. If you guys want to just look at it, bookmark it, print it out, put a picture of it. This is where you want to be because it's beautiful. Again, shout outs to Pops for helping me grab this and helping the YouTube career. Thank you, Pops. We're going to take a look at what I think is one of the best builds in Paladins, the most fun styles of play. It's Pip, and it's talent called Catalyst. You guys have seen me play it all the time. That's the build I'm running for it. Escape Artist as well as Moxie 5. I'll talk to you about what all those things mean because they are very important, especially with diminishing returns. And for people who have questions about, Evan, what are diminishing returns in Paladins? What matters? I'll be explaining that to you throughout this game. I'll be talking about Paladins changing to Evil Mojo Studios. So I think if you watch all of this, you will come out as a more knowledgeable player. As we get the first blood already, and have to weightless away towards the left side. We get all the way over to a beautiful location to help out our buddy here, who's a Koga v Koga matchup. Oh, and it looks like Scar finds the first one, so already pretty good. We have no front line. Just to remind you all, we have no front line, but I hit the explosive flash. There's that Catalyst burst we were talking about, baby. It's a full wipe. That's all we needed. That's all we needed. So Catalyst, as you can see, 5 damage dealers. Cannot count them out in this meta. So let's talk a little bit about what this all means. We're looking to zone here and continue holding the Zen, trying to find, an answer, but it's going to be tough. So Catalyst Pip is really about finding killing blows. This is a great loadout to use whenever you find that you need maybe a little bit of healing, but also a little bit of damage. He serves as like a tertiary damage dealer that can also burst targets really well. And burst is one of the most valuable things in Paladins, as it looks like we are in a great spot to find the first objective and continue just, pressuring it out. He trades 1v1 in this talent, in this loadout, probably better than almost anyone else in the game, because the staples of this are Moxie, our Acumen, our side tanks, and Escape Artist. These cards right here allow Pip to not only be tanky while he's using weightless, also be able to heal to a very high amount by an extra 50%, which is a huge deal in Paladins, but also be able to get lifesteal off of the targets he explosive flasks, and then be able to explosive flask more often and gain ammo from that with the card Smithereens. That's what you're looking for in this loadout, and that is why he is so good at 1v1ing, because with the lifesteal, with the slow, with the burst, I mean, how are you going to compete with that? You have to have some type of healing or some type of sustain yourself. That's why a character like maybe a Buck will actually do well against the Pip, but there you see, just get the heal, and I'm out. Gucci, ready to go. They don't have cauterized 2s or 3s on board right now because they haven't gotten the first objective, and this Yang is just in a horrible, horrible spot. Dimensional linking all over the place. Early kill on a Johnny. Now gonna hop in, weightless behind the rocks, and there's the Koga who's aware of where I am, and the Shaolin's really the problem. Tunguska, a good player. I want to make sure I stay on top of it. Scar goes down, and I find him. Tunguska actually still trying to find something else, but that's pretty much going to be looking like a push here. I mean, this is a 5 damage duo team, and we've got to get an Evil Mojo just to turn things around. Otherwise, they were going to kill me right away. Luckily, I get that kill. I need the heal off, and I'm weightlessing now back to safety just behind the rocks. Just really know where I can go because I'm still in line of sight, but it is a pretty difficult situation we're in. Still have 45 seconds. Only have to push it 10% of the way, and luckily, they let me off the hook. They must be really concerned about defense or something because they had me dead to rights. They could have pushed that. My team was nowhere near me. That was really, really close by them as we're hitting some of these shots and continue to push. So the thing is, let's talk about diminishing returns. I missed that one, unfortunately. But why is that important to you? Why is Moxie, the card that's giving me 50% extra healing, the difference between why I'm surviving and why I'm, getting kills versus going down early on in these fights? The way diminishing returns actually has taken place in Paladins is it used to be completely different. There was a big patch, I believe it'll be 60 or 70 as we get the push in here, which is awesome, where diminishing returns actually used to function completely different, and it was turned on its head. It used to be where you would take a hole, like 1,000 heal, and if you had cauterized, basically, cauterized 3 would negate that heal from, 1,000, taking 90% off and turn it into 100. Now, what happened was, when you would buy cards like Rejuvenate, Rejuvenate would then give you the healing received bonus off of the leftover amount. So not the initial heal of 1,000. It would give you the leftover amount of whatever's left after the cauterize, which means it's only 100. So I'm getting 10% off of 100 healing, which is 110. It was not impactful. That's why you didn't see cards like Rejuvenate picked up very often. But now, once diminishing returns was changed, cards like Moxie, cards like Symbiotic, I think. I know Moji has one. But cards that allow you to heal, especially like Rejuvenate, counter 1v1 to cauterize. So they are direct 1-to-1 counter, which means that if I have 90% anti-heal coming to me, I'm going to, with 50% on Moxie, negate that to a 40% anti-heal. So a straight 40% off the original heal, which means I'm healing for 600 instead of that 100, right? Because I'm only getting 40% off that 1,000. Huge Evil Mojo there as well. They thought they could take me down, but we turn it around, and that's Catalyst Pip for you, baby. So much damage, and right now, deciding it's a situation because I can hold this point, get as much capture as possible. I can go and fight this Ying, and the Ruckus and her are taking really good angles towards the far right side, and we do have to decide, do we go towards them? Do we give up our position? I get one shot on the Scar, but now the problem is that Ruckus and that Ying are still alive. Johnny finds a kill on the Glass, who cannot find it. I get the heal 1080 because of the Moxie and the ability for me to just fight back for a moment. I get a lot of damage, but oh no, the Zen Spite takes me down. And unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, that is just it for today in terms of that point. That one is absolutely gone. Comeback mechanic, Master Ted goes down. Ain't no way they're getting this one, and that's the problem with comeback mechanic. It is treacherous. You have to really dominate a team to 3-0 and 4-0 them. But you know, I like it because if you 3-0 and 4-0 someone with the comeback mechanic, that game is over. That game needs to be over. You need to get some new matchmaking for that one. So if you guys were paying attention to the conversation I had before, it is really important to note that the way Rejuvenate and diminishing returns in terms of healing received functions is so much stronger now because of that 1-to-1 counter off the base heal. So you're getting so much more value from your initial heal, and that allows Pip, even when cauterized 3, say it's 1,000, it's a little more, to heal about 700, right? Instead of the 120 or 130, or what it would be if I had that 50% at 150, right? So it's a huge difference, and it's why I'm able to stay alive. The only reason I wasn't there, I was about to heal, but it looks like this Ruckus is shoots me in the booty, and so yeah, he shoots me in the booty there. So yeah, hopefully that gives you a little bit of an awareness. So cards like, hey, you know, I got cauterized 3s all over. You know, I need Rejuvenate 3. Rejuvenate 3 as a tank is going to give you a big deal because that's 30% extra healing. If no one has cauterized, that means I'm healing you for 30% more off of my 1,200 Pip heal, which is quite a bit. That's now 1,800 or 1,600 that you're getting as they get the push. That is extremely successful for them. So, yeah, so it's a big deal. Now, how does this apply to things like damage reduction? Well, it applies in a similar way in terms of it is going to allow you to get more value for your damage reduction than previously. But the function of that is still different. Escape Artist I have, 18%. Now, the way damage reduction functions is you have one main number that you can receive the full benefit of, whether it's 40%, 50%, even 80%. I don't know if anyone can get there, but you can receive 80%, whatever it is, whatever number that is, that's one. It's one card, it's one ability, one talent, and that is where your main number comes from. Everything after that will get diminished. There's a calculator you could use as to see how much will each thing get diminished afterwards, how much total damage reduction will I have, and you could use that. I'll try to put that in the description below to help you find out, is it valuable? Like, say I got 40% damage reduction, should I pick up Haven to make it 42, or should I just, you know, not? Because Haven's not going to give you that normal 7% when you have such a high amount. It's going to give you much less because it will reduce. It will have diminishing returns. Evil Mojo there, we finish off this end, but I am caught in a bad place, and they all just turn onto me, and Tunguska finds a triple kill there, and it was really unfortunate. The Evil Mojo should have been on multiple people. This is looking bad. This is looking not too good, guys. I mean, at this point, it's really becoming clear that the Ying, the Shaolin, the Koga are problems that we haven't dealt with. I don't think I can get there. 99, yeah, I don't think it's over. All right, so they're 3-2 now. After being ahead for so long, we are now possibly going to lose this game. 5 damage dealers, though. I mean, they do have a Ruckus. So let's be real. I mean, they kind of have 5 damage dealers, kind of. Not really, but kind of. I mean, Ruckus is the tank that you would be considering, okay, he's a damage dealer and not really a front line. So not the same type of sustain as an Inara being on the point. But it's made this game really interesting. So yeah, DR, that's kind of how that will work with damage reduction. Now, the same thing applies for Cauterize. If you have Cauterize and somebody applies 30% because they have Cauterize 1, but a team of a couple of other people have Cauterize, that will stack. So you can get up to Cauterize 3 with 3 people shooting someone at Cauterize 1. It will stack for the duration that Cauterize lasts. So you have to be aware that there is going to be more anti-heal potentially early game with Focus Fire, but there's also going to be more opportunities and abilities to negate it with the Ray Rejuvenate works. That's why people with self-heals like Mochi and Pip, when they run cards at 50% extra heal like Buck as well, I believe the card is, God, is it Reconstruction? It might be Reconstruction. But it's the one that gives them extra healing, right? Under 40% health. Those things make a huge, huge difference because you're now no longer getting, at late game, a bad heal. It only can go so badly, right? It can only be a 700 heal at worst for a Pip. And that is a big, big difference in 100 heal. That means you stay alive versus you don't. The other thing is Meeple Mojo Games. Let's talk about that. I mean, we've gotten a couple of clutch ultimates here. I got to say that one in round... God, was that round 2? I mean, that was pretty sick. But Evil Mojo Games is now technically the studio that will be taking over Paladins. Hyrule Studio still exists. I still exist. Nobody's job is taken away or anything like that. People are probably walking in from Thursday to Friday doing the exact same thing, but people have been asking, what is this? It basically means that there are studios now directly related and focused on the individual games. Hi-Res Studios is no longer trying to manage all 3 games, although they are, in theory. They technically are. But in theory, Evil Mojo Studios will work on Paladins and really manage that and keep an eye on what is best for that game and how to make that succeed in the long run. As well as Titan Forge will handle Smite. As well as Heroic Leap will handle Realm Royales. We get a huge ultimate here, 10 seconds left. That means the Ruckus is not going to be able to get back. We have to find kills. Zen goes into the Billow. Now looking to find one onto the Shaolin. He goes into stealth. The withdraw is enough to find the kill on the me, but the Willow Seedlings seal the deal. And it looks like this will give us one last appeal for the win. It's close, Koga, but no cigar. And our Shaolin's doing pretty well. Also, our Willow on a nice streak. So that is pretty important. So yeah, so that's basically it. Hi-Res Studio is still the overseeing kind of publisher for everything. But we're going to have individual studios really tasked with making those games the best that they can. If you have any more questions, definitely leave a question in the comment section below. I'll answer if I can. And let me know what you guys think about the adjustment. It shouldn't really change what you're getting. Paladins should essentially only be getting better. You should still be receiving the same game. That just keeps improving. And I think that's a benefit. And just branding's different, you know? I mean, just to be able to, you know, do their own thing a little bit if they want. I don't know what that means in the future, but that's kind of what we did with esports, right? I'm Skillshot Media. I work for all the Hi-Res Studios games. So for Smite, for Paladins, for Realm Royale, we service all of those. And I professionally cast all of those if need be. You know, and wherever that takes us, right? But we have the position to do that for multiple things because we're not Hi-Res Productions, we're Skillshot Media. So we're a full-service entertainment company that can put on esports events. As a huge fight breaks out here, I'm trying to finish off this Koga. What a freaking dash. He avoids the damage, and I try to heal up Lawns, but that's the benefit of Cauterize. They take her down, even though my heal hits. She doesn't have anything that's giving her extra healing. She doesn't have Rejuvenate, I don't believe, as well. And this is just an all-out brawl. We find the kill, 60%. Now the Ruckus, he finds Master Ted, and I was trying to trade out and block him so that those bullets could not hit my flank, but we do lose one member, and will that be what matters most? Oh God, I'm trying to find this Ruckus here. Hit him with another explosive flash. That's the bonus damage, and we weightless away, and it looks like there it is. Scar is down below. I am tunneling right now. Oh no, I get the heal, but it's not enough. Kill 15 players while below 5% health. I got at least a little bit of that talent, but 96%. Is it stolen away from us? Please, please kill this. Yes, a Koga ultimate. Lawns is still alive. Master Ted finds Tunguska. Lawns trades out with Johnny. This is huge. Oh no. Oh no, Ruckus with the Hexafire. Lawns is dead. Oh no, Gless is dead. This is bad. This is bad. I gotta jump in there. Evil Mojo needs to happen. We get one. Oh, please, please, we gotta get the other chicken. Okay, I got Zen. He just whirled in. Koga comes out. He's gonna do a lot of damage. Can I finish him off? He's still freaking dashing, and it's me and him and Victor, and Shaolin's back in the mix. No, I need my heal. Oh no! Oh no, oh no, the heal didn't come through. Is it over? Is it over, ladies and gentlemen? Can we get back 75%? Glesmorth has a huge double kill right now. Overtime still taken away. Scar trying to find it. Belongs is the one who takes down Invade, but Scar goes into the ultimate. Wise step on the bottom. I say, let's go to the top ropes. Scar has to run away, and there's Master Ted. He's on the points by himself. We get the W. Let's go. And if you guys haven't noticed, this has been a commentary of this video, and I just want to show you guys what that actually looked like when I really did this in game. I didn't have the sound on initially when I was recording, but I want to show you guys what that looked like just now. Yeah, pretty hype stuff, man. I got into it, baby. I got into it. I was very excited. But you know, let's just wrap this video up, because it was a great showcase, I think, of what Catalyst Pip can do and why five-man teams of damage dealers can provide to you as a player and as a team. One of the reasons why they're successful, really, I think, is maps, right? Maps that allow you to be one and done on team fights really help for damage dealing compositions, because of the fact that you make one mistake, they can punish you very hard and you cannot get back. They are the perfect characters to go out and zone and do a lot of damage, apply a lot of pressure, and be able to make sure that you can't get back to the map or into the point until you're half health, right? That's what that huge amount of damage dealers, because they've got flexibility, you've got a little bit of mobility. It's very hard, so that's good. I think really it is a battle of sustain versus pressure and time. Those are the things that are basically battling each other mathematically here with these compositions, because sustain is when you have your front line, you have your healer, but how much can that sustain against the pressure that you can apply? If you can apply more pressure to that, and then the sustain is not as high as the pressure, your pressure is going to win out, right? But the problem is your sustain is really just a battle of time. You can only go to 99 and then 100, and then the point fight's over. It doesn't last forever. So if they could sustain long enough to where your pressure, although maybe it would have won 10 seconds later, doesn't win before the point fight, then that's what matters. And that's why those compositions will not work. I think we had enough. When you have champions who bring big ultimates that swing fights like Koga, like Pip, then you can take away a lot of their sustain quickly, and that pressure mounts up onto them. Drogos is another good example, because it's a one-hit KO. It's a one-for-one trade. You keep a member of your squad, they lose a member of your their squad, and so you really stay in a positive paradigm for being able to continue pushing that fight. The other thing that I wanted to talk about briefly, as we did cover DR, hopefully you guys understood those mechanics and how important cards like Moxie are to Pips. I believe it is Symbiotic from OG, but I may be wrong. I may just keep saying the same wrong card over and over again. But that card allows me to get the healing that I need right there, Moxie. That's the card that allows me to make sure that I stay alive in these fights. But the other thing that I want to talk to you guys about is I'm moving. I am moving very soon, in a couple days actually. And what's funny is I got Full Metal Alchemist onto the background while I'm folding my clothes, and I'm getting them on hangers. I'm putting things in boxes, so I will be a little busy over the next few days, the next week. I'll try to get some content out tomorrow, but I really wanted to get this video out, talking a little bit about the studio, about diminishing returns, of course, and about Catalyst Pip, which I have so much fun with, and I think you guys will enjoy this gameplay for sure. So let me know what you thought. Obviously, I used to do videos like this quite a bit, where I would kind of commentate over some gameplay, and I thought I could be a little bit more focused with my conversation. Although I felt I did drift on this one, I did think it went well. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Also, leave a like, subscribe, and stay tuned to more. I'll see you guys very soon. Wish me good luck on the move, huh? I'll take your nice positive rainstorm energy. And as always, never give up, never stop gaming. I'll see you all next time.